What's up, incredible Earthlings? Thank you very much for clicking this video. Much love and respect to yourself, man. You see, here is the Good Vibes Hub, and we believe in spreading love, peace, forgiveness, unity, and also honesty among humans across the whole world because we believe that message is more important and needed to the world right now. So join me today as we shall be reacting together to a wide variety of videos, all with the intentions of spreading love straight out of Africa with lots of good vibes, positive energy. Kindly hit the like button, watch till the end, and tell us where you're watching from. Let's dive in, man. Good vibes.
Right, there we go. Wow. I have legit goosebumps right now. Woo! Totality. Where is it? Oh, where is it? Wow. Mallory, we have the 360-degree sunrise look that everyone's been talking about.
Your camera's showing it much better than mine.
This isn't. Oh, yes! Woo! Yeah! Woo! Ha ha! Incredible! 360-degree sunrise. Wow. Oh man. Let me hold your mic so you can. Absolutely incredible. Hey, there's Jupiter and Venus. Russie, we have Venus off to the right. You can see planets. Look how light it's getting on the horizon now. The sun's going to come back. Three, two, one. Glasses on. All right. Wow. Incredible. Wow. Wow. And just like that.
Woo! Oh my god.
Not only does the UN own the creepiest yard work at 666 United Nations Plaza, but they also own the highest temple in the known world. And that's on top of Mount Hermon, where the fallen angels descended. And if you go to that city right there, there's nothing there. So you back up and you look on top of the mountain where I would build a temple if I was going to build something. And if you look right there, it says Mount Hermon. That's where the book of Enoch says that the fallen angels descended to earth, right there on Mount Hermon. And if you look right on top of that and zoom in, you can see that there's a United Nations building right there. But what the creepiest thing is the pipes that go down into the ground for the air shafts, because there's a complete underground city sitting right inside that mountain right there. When you dig a city into a mountain, you're going to need air. And that's what those air shafts are for right there on the side of the UN building, to supply air inside the mountain. This city right here that held 20,000 people, it had air shafts all over it. And they just found this in Turkey, right around the corner. This is a city inside of a mountain just outside of Jerusalem. It's known as Herod's Palace, or Herodium. And that right there holds all of the people that lived in Herodium. And that stadium right there holds 300 people. I'm talking about those air shafts right there. Air intakes and exhaust, it's definitely a thing. This would mean there's a lot of people living in the ground underneath you. Just a brief note about Jerusalem, that King Solomon had 80,000 people cutting stone in the mountain, 70,000 people hauling stone, and 30,000 people telling them what to do in the mountain. Okay, so what's underneath the UN building on top of Mount Hermon? Well, if you click on the little magnifying glass and you type in Hermon Stream Natural Reserve, it's going to take us to the bottom of Mount Hermon, and that's called Peneus. But if you zoom into it, you can see where the Jordan River starts right there and runs all the way down to the Dead Sea. And then if you click on that little man right there, it'll make the streets light up, and you click on that blue dot. Trust me, I've clicked on all the other ones. And it's going to show us that there was a temple complex built right along these caves under the mountain, or right here at the bottom of it. And inside of the mountain right there, behind that temple, there was the altar that was built. That was where they made all the sacrifices. And if you scroll around to the right, it'll show you where the Jordan River begins and comes out from underneath the mountain. Go download the Book of Enoch right there off of my bio page and my link tree. Then swear they all together and bound themselves by mutual imprecations upon it. And they were in all 200 who descended in the days of Jared on the summit of Mount Hermon. And they called it Mount Hermon because they had sworn and bound themselves by mutual imprecations upon it. On top of Mount Hermon, where the highest temples of the ancient worlds were, they found stones carved with ancient engravings, and they had them transcribed. And they said this right here: according to the command of the greatest and holy God, those who take an oath proceed from here. That's where they took the oath, when they swore and bound themselves by mutual imprecations. The UN has lots of people working for them with these helmets on. I think they have to serve about 60 days worth of training, and then they arm them up and call them a peacekeeper. I'm just curious how you keep peace with an anti-aircraft weapon. They have lots of employees. They get a little help from China. This peacekeeping thing is called military, and it's right off the UN website. 97,000 uniformed personnel from over 120 countries. Revelation 20. And when the 1,000 years are expired, Satan shall be loosed out of his prison, and shall go out to deceive the nations which are in the four quarters of the earth, Gog and Magog, to gather them together to battle, the number of whom is as the sand of the sea. To gather the nations together would be to unite the nations. I go by Ezekiel 33:3, and that scripture says, if when he seeth the sword come upon the land, he blow the trumpet and warn the people. 33:4 says something for you. Then whosoever heareth the sound of the trumpet and taketh not warning, if the sword come and take him away, his blood shall be upon his own head. I just want you to know, on the UN website, right as one of their missions, it's imperative that they always assess what is suitable for you to watch on social media. You know me and my family love you, so please like and follow the Trumpet for more. And in Jesus' name, have a blessed day.
Yo guys, you're not going to believe this, but they say this map right here is the real map that the powers that be have been keeping from us. And they say it's 178 worlds on this map. Let's get a closer look at this. So they say that we are in the middle, and that's the ice wall. And these are the lands beyond the ice wall. Now let's look at some of the names of these lands. So here's some lands on one side of the ice wall. Atum, Atian, that's the name of the ocean up there at the top, Ocean of Nu. Now here's the east side of the ice wall. You have this ocean and these lands right here. And here are some more lands. As you see Isis, Osiris, and check this out, guys, human colony. Now, this map is from this book called The Lands of Mars, 178 Worlds Under the Great Dome. You can get this book on Amazon. So guys, please do your own research. Check this out because I know this sounds crazy. Go check out the book, do your research. Peace, get woke, and keep rising.
Oh my God. Why would people do that? See? Honesty is a very good thing. You were 4 rounds in Area 51. Oh my God. What is that thing? How can you do that? Please leave your comments, man.
This man was walking back from fishing when he captured this on video.
Yo, what the? What the? Bro. There's nobody in here. Yo. Oh. Wow, that's good, sir. What is that?
The fallen angels made a pact. According to the book of Enoch, 200 decided that they could be like God here on earth since they are immortal. The book of Enoch was excluded from both the formal canon of the Tanakh and the Septuagint, and therefore also from the writings known today as the Deuterocanon. The main reason for Jewish rejection and Christian rejection of the book is that it is inconsistent with the teachings of the Torah or the Old Testament. But the book of Enoch explains in detail what these fallen angels offered to humanity. The real reason the church took it out was the Watchers gave man gifts that excelled their earthly craft in exchange for their women, or abductions. This is the exact same exchange that Eisenhower made with the Greys, or extraterrestrial biological entities. Eisenhower agreed they could abduct 5 million Americans a year for medical experiments in exchange for advanced technology. Today, we still receive advanced technology, and the agreement has been broken because the Watchers abduct even more, including animals. Don't believe me? Go look up Linda Moulton Howe. She's an award-winning journalist. She explains this ET agreement in detail in her book, High Strangeness. The aliens claim they are from our future. Many military whistleblowers have attested to them time-traveling back to this century in order to stop us from manipulating human DNA and fighting over holy wars. Their species turned into an androgynous society incapable of breeding, whom after all of the wars that they had or were gonna have, lost their atmosphere and are trying to reverse this course. Right. They said that their abductions are breeding a mixture of their latter species and our current, where they will be sent in the future as they use the half-breeds to change their society back to the way it was. Okay. If this is true, wouldn't we be visited by even more advanced futuristic versions of us, and not just these ones who say they are 50,000 years ahead of us right now? The military, in many UFO books, have often said these creatures never tell the truth. They lie, cheat, steal, and kill many of our people during their abductions, and since the military is so greedy for AI, they turn the other cheek. Thanks, guys. Cave drawings show these creatures arriving in cylinder-shaped vehicles offering gifts and abducting men. Same with hieroglyphs, stone, tablets, scrolls, and books as evidence to these arrivals. The Smithsonian does a great job of hiding this evidence as to remove the idea that these are fallen angelic and not alien in nature. They have hidden all of the giant bones that are over 100 feet tall. These giants, as recorded in Genesis 6 and 1st Enoch, are the half-breeds of these ETs. They have a name. They are called the Nephilim, and are about to be revealed once again on the planet Earth because the ETs lied yet again about their purpose here. The Bible and the book of Enoch mentions these watchers were punished by the Creator and bound in chains under the river Euphrates to be released once again right before the tribulation, where the sons of God battle Jesus at Armageddon. I do really believe Jack Parsons and L. Ron Hubbard were successful in Aleister Crowley's Babylon working ritual, which released the spirit of Babylon in 1946. Since that year, the world has changed so fast in technology, and our own DNA is being corrupted quickly by chemicals and injections. Like there is a war on humanity to remove it entirely by geoengineering the weather and terraforming the planet for the arrival of their children. The Georgia Guidestones were destroyed because people started waking up to the fact that we are being played. We're being exterminated. The world controllers have stated they want to maintain humanity at a stable 500 million. I would talk more about that subject, but every time I do, I get suspended or my video gets taken down. As some of you know, I have a podcast called Cause Before Symptom on podbean.com. If you want to learn more about this and history and the comparatives between fallen angels and ETs, there I am not censored yet. The powers that be talk with what they call interdimensional entities. Research suggests the interdimensional entities are the ghosts or fallen angels, and the ETs are their creation to move in and out of their world to here. Autopsies of these greys or creatures show they are made of silica, and their brains are more like a computer. Like they are biological/silicon robots that fulfill orders without any emotions whatsoever. They do not eat or drink. They apparently absorb whatever they need to survive from the atmosphere into their skin. Ghosts have been recorded throughout centuries, and too have been recorded on cave walls, stone, scrolls, and books. Ghosts have the ability to possess human beings and can walk and talk through our shell. The interdimensional watchers are ghosts. They are beings caught in between the veil that separates the third and fourth dimension. Ectoplasm is evidence of their existence, and this substance is recorded as a plasma that exudes through people during seances and has been recorded to be the blood-like substance inside the greys or little men with big eyeballs. This is a clue that these entities have a connection between the dimensions and could indeed be the worker bees for the fallen angels. History has recorded many people selling their soul to ghosts, called the devil or Satan, for riches, fame, power, and glory. The contracts are signed either in a dream state or by men in black who show up at your door unannounced. Music industry whistleblowers talk about such people who are tall, hairless, black-eyed, black suit-wearing people whom have no emotion and are as white as ghosts. They are the collectors for payment for whatever agreement one has made with the fallen angels. And the truth is, there has never been a happy ending or a beautiful story after one makes such an agreement with these entities for their soul or spirit. Every single person wants out, but feel there is no escape. There is enough evidence of the men in black that tie them to the gray ETs and the military-industrial complex. This means the military is taking orders from the Watchers. It appears they have no choice, as these entities appear and disappear without a trace, thus are impossible to kill. To explain a fairy tale in a modern world, most would lack faith and dismiss as fantasy or dream. But the reality is, the truth is stranger than fiction. These watchers are real, and all religions talk about them. Get ready for the return of their children as they use us to eat.
Oh man, that's a lot of information. Good people of us. If your thoughts on that, you see, people have different beliefs across the whole world, and animals are good across the whole world. From wherever you see animals are full of good vibes. You see,
When you do this, if there's pain in your stomach, there's blockages there. If you can go all the way in as far as you can, like how I'm doing it right now, you see I'm really trying to go in, and you don't feel any pain, then that means you have a healthy gut. There's no blockages. This is something that you can do to help clear it right away. Okay. Press on the side of your stomach, pretend like you're about to choke your intestines, and then bounce and exhale through your nose like this. This move here really helps, along with doing the other exercises in the Flow 60 practice. Remember that when you clear your gut, you're able to open up the energy throughout the body. You're able to let go of habits like emotional eating, the craving for junk foods and for fried foods and all the things that aren't good for you. And you get to have a lot more mental clarity because your gut has so much energy running through. This is also what we call in the Dantian, the source that holds a lot of energy. So keep your gut healthy by keeping it clear. Try this move out and see how your stomach feels.
oh, can your stomach do that? I don't know if mine can, but I think disclosure has begun. What is this? Oh, good people of us. What has this stuff been carried?
Jesus is confronted by a man possessed by demons who identify themselves as Legion, for we are many. He cast out the demons, who then possess a nearby herd of swine. Immediately, the entire herd goes crazy and commits mass suicide by stampeding down a hillside and off a cliff into the sea. The seas have always belonged to him. It's his domain. Why did Jesus walk on water? To show his power over the devil. Moses parting the sea, same thing. Book of Revelation, all the dragons and dragons and the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse. Where do they come from? They rise from the sea.
Oh my god, that's some scary stuff, man. Good people of
This is a
us.
rock called ulexite. It can optically mimic anything that it's placed on. Look how it matches exactly what's below it no matter where I put it. It's like it's a chameleon rock or something. It looks different than something that's transparent like this glass cube here. Notice that with the glass cube you can easily see that there's a stone below it that's shining through the glass. But with the ulexite it's different. The image is actually coming from the surface of the stone. The stone inherits whatever image it's placed on, almost like it's a screen displaying what's below it. Look how weird this looks on the carpet. It looks like it's really thin. Whereas compared to glass, you can tell there's a material on top of it kind of squishing the carpet. It doesn't look the same. It's like we're watching a screen displaying the footage from a camera being pressed against the material. And for that reason, people call ulexite television stone. For example, look how cool it looks when I set it on my phone. It's as though the stone is now a TV screen, but really it's just displaying what's below it. This is so cool because it transfers the image to the top of the stone. It makes it look like the stone has no thickness, like I just put a thin plastic sheet in front of my phone, but it's actually really thick. Well, if you look at the side of the ulexite, you'll see that it looks like there are a bunch of tiny hair-like fibers.
That is
Never
interesting.
cut food on a glass cutting board.
So if I cut food on a glass cutting board, then my knife is gonna be dull.
If I cut food on a plastic cutting board, then I'm gonna fill my body with microplastics and then I'm never gonna not be infertile. And if I cut food on a wooden cutting board, then it's gonna get moldy. And you can never clean it properly. Because all the raw chicken juice and stuff from raw meat is just gonna stay in there forever. How am I supposed to cut my food? There are no more options!
Now I know what some of you are thinking, just use a stone cutting board. Unfortunately, as people pointed out in the comments, that's how you get kidney stones. So, on a serious note, do you want to end up like this?
Get this straight. Don't drink water out of plastic because there's plastic in the water. Don't drink water out of the Stanley Cup because there's lead. Don't drink water out of the tap because there's chemicals. But if you get a water filter, make sure you don't get this one because it doesn't work. And then you get the other one and then they're saying that one doesn't work. Eat healthier. Eat fruits and veggies. Oh wait, pesticides. Let's do meat. Hormones. Milk. Hormones. What do you want from me?
I get asked all the time, what's the best cutting board or pots and pans or whatever? People, 90% of Americans don't eat enough fruits and vegetables. 5% of us get enough fiber. The vast majority of us don't exercise enough. The effect a type of cutting board is going to have on your health, to borrow a quote from Ben, is just a smidge above. Fuck all. Please, stop sweating the small stuff. Focus on the major things. 80-20, enjoy your life. Okay-bye.
Man. And spread love. Good vibes.
So I'm gonna let this video speak for itself and I'll save my thoughts and opinions to the end. Listen to this.
Okay, I wake up at 6 a.m. to do some work. I get my coffee. I sit down. I open my computer. And what am I greeted with? Well, hundreds of comments calling me a deadbeat dad, a child abandoner, and all manner of other insults. So I think, what's this all about? Well, after a few minutes of investigation, I discover that my daughter, Maddie, has made a video about me. She's a screenwriter in Hollywood. She's also a big social media influencer with millions of followers. Some of her videos get millions of views. And this video has tens of millions of views, 1 million likes, 20,000 comments, 40,000 bookmarks, 30,000 reposts. It's just insane. So I thought I'd better watch this video. And frankly, I was pretty chagrined by what I heard, to say the least. But honestly, the more I watch this video, the more I like it. Well, I like about 98% of it. However, I do need to correct a few statements in the video. But first, let's just watch Maddie's 90-second video, and then I'll give you my comments.
What's a piece of trauma that you have that's funny? It has to actually be funny. I'll go first. My dad abandoned my family when I was 5 years old. That is a wife and 4 kids. He abandoned us and then pursued amateur breakdancing.
Some more context is needed here. Needless to say, I will talk about this in a moment. All right, let's continue with the video.
And he got really good. He like blew up. Like he became like a D-list celebrity status, like viral breakdancer. He became like the oldest actively competing breakdancer in the world. Then he got on Good Morning America and talk shows, and Washington Post wrote about him, and he went super viral, and he did all these interviews, and he danced with Paula Abdul. And here, I'll show you.
Let's see, take a look at this 60-year-old breakdancer. Yes, 60 years old. Amazing. Ben Hart is competing at a breakdancing competition in Philadelphia, and he may not have won, but I tell you what, he is winning over a lot of people on the internet. Yes. He really is. Yeah. He's winning over a lot of people on the internet.
This guy wouldn't pay my medical bills.
That is not true. More on that in a minute.
The worst part, damn it, he's good. He should not be able to move his arm like that. It's like impossible. It's beautiful. Hey, Dad.
Thank you, Maddie.
Like there was no split custody or anything. Like he just like left 4 kids to do that. He may not have paid for some of my medical bills growing up, but he did give me this breakdancing merchandise. So that's him. He's on his
That is a nice shirt.
That's his b-boy name because his name is Ben Hart. You know, I'll get texts like this, "Happy birthday?" ? And then like links to his breakdancing video.
That's true.
If you have funny trauma, like actual funny haha trauma, I need to hear it. Thank you.
Oh my god. That's a creepy funny
What's going
story.
on here?
What the hell going on here, America? Is this a mothership that been frozen for ages? Or is this a glacier? Or a dead well? Or CGI technology? Who knows? Could this be an ancient titan waking up? Could this be a frozen mothership? A lot of strange events been happening behind them ice walls lately. And I wonder why the news not talking about things like this. So America, with all the people with inquiring minds, please leave a comment below on what you think about this video. Every day more stranger and stranger events are happening. It's like we can't even keep up with it anymore. Welcome to the new world. Everything you thought you knew, you never knew. Stay woke out there. This video is fake and scripted for entertainment purposes only, for educational purposes only. But if you know, you know.
Oh my god. What do you think is going on? A sleeping dragon is under this reef. A dragon. Oh my god. Do you mean this stuff really exists? Look at this one. Is that a dragon or a snake or what is that, good people of Earth? Artifact from another planet. Allegedly found on Earth. Which other planet has artifacts like this? This one does not look like from another planet. It looks like one of those flat earth, I don't know, maps or compass you have been seeing in we have ever seen in one of our episodes, you see? Or what do you think this is, good people of Earth? Maybe I'm the one mistaking it for that one, and maybe it was from another planet. Who knows whose planet? Maybe those planet or something like that. Where do you think this one came from? Those people from there must be very creative. Almost like humans. What do you think? Leave your comments on this, man. This is unbelievable. I find it hard to believe it's from another planet. What about you, good people of Earth? Leave your comments about that, man, and hit the like button. Private rocket to space, no fish islands, complete 360. Oh my god, what is this? This is some crazy stuff. Oh man. Can you see what's going on, good people of Earth? No, this is some 360 recording. I think of some camera mounted on the rocket or something like that. And it's like it's going up or sideways. Where do you think this one is going? Do you think this is up, good people of Earth, or what's up? You see, I wonder why people are so much focused on launching stuff to go up there. And yet here down you have not even united all of us, you see? And loved each other like we're all one. You see? If all of us from the whole world will be loving one another and full of good vibes and love for your neighbors, do for yourself, no matter the continent or color, we do really incredible stuff, man.
I realize, whoever you are, that this must seem very complicated. It is, extremely. But don't fret. It will all become clear once we're safely inside. The sequence goes like this. Now, kick out 90 degrees to the right. Back 2 meters, then to the left. And pivot 210 degrees to the left. And step out.
Yo, good people! Thanks for watching up to this far, man. You all have been respected. You see, that is a very good web gesture. Just like this one here. It has served its purpose. And it's very incredible, man. Full of good vibes. You see, and what's even more incredible is that this phone tastes the same in different parts of the world. You see? And why do we people think we are different from different parts of the world? It's even hard to understand. You see, animals from different parts of the world all over, they are full of good vibes and love. You see? And they all behave the same way. But when it comes to us humans, sometimes we despise one another or reject one another because of the differences that we see with our eyes. And that's not right, you see. People should love one another. Love your neighbors, you love yourself, you see. And be caring. Good vibes, man, till the end. See, I really love this soul. And thanks always for hitting the like button, the super thanks. And to that guy that will be the first there to reach our merchandise shop and grab something, we are really looking forward for that day. It might be today because you maybe God might touch you, and it will be really incredible, man. You see, the universe will reward you. Big up and much love. Please stick around for some fire episodes that will be coming soon. Very little one, I tell you. Goodbye, man. Good vibes. We are out.